what the heck has been going on. I really want to clear up some things in this video. YouTube already came out and they informed the people that were affected why they took down some YouTube videos, because people were looking at me and they were like, it was you did all this, you did all this.
But if someone's gonna make lies about me, I'm going to defend myself, and that's what's happening right now with Suzy Lu.
In today's video, I wanted to talk about what happened to a YouTuber called Augie RFC, and if you do not know who Augie RFC is, he's a YouTuber who makes fun of YouTube drama. 33 minutes from me recording this video, he made a video about how Suzy Lu and Stijo may have potentially flagged his channel.
But just yesterday, Suzy Lu mass flagged a bunch of Tips' videos on her, and they were taken down with a community guideline strike for, you guessed it, harassment and cyberbullying.
Suzy Lu does have contact with somebody over at YouTube.
I'm just gonna crawl back inside my bed. I'm just gonna stay stuck inside my head, and I just wish that I was dead, and I just wish that I was dead.
The original upload of this video was taken down from YouTube for violating their community guidelines.
This is a live stream. This is a YouTuber doing that live stream. Now, do you see this YouTuber in this video? Or is this stream just pure theft of BBC content?
Now, many channels that have talked about her, including my own, have been flagged, demonetized, videos have been taken down. In my particular case, I was full out channel demonetized. And while we don't know if it was necessarily her who was pulling the strings, she has on multiple occasions stated that she intends to go after channels like mine, Boblax's, and Nicholas Diorio's Income. She has a personal contact who works within YouTube who is destined to destroy our channels. She said these things multiple times, so I am forced to assume that it was her.
Suzy Lu is probably one of the most disliked creators on this platform. And for good reason. And I know what you're thinking. Haven't you made 5 fucking videos on this already before you rebranded your channel? And yes, you're not wrong, sadly. But even though I've talked about Suzy for over an hour in total on my channel, I'm still far away from mentioning everything stupid that she has done and how unfairly YouTube treats her compared to other creators. And that's what I intend to do in this video. Suzy Lu is an anime reaction channel here on YouTube, with, as of recording, 390,000 subscribers. Suzy and her boyfriend Stijo uploads their reactions to anime daily, and sometimes they even collab and post the same video on both channels. And other times, Stijo just feels like uploading the same video on both of his channels. For no particular reason, I don't know why. That alone isn't bad. The problem lies more with Suzy's non-existent reactions.
What is it? What is it? Ah! Oh, wow, there was nothing there.
Wow, Suzy, thanks for that very informative commentary that didn't add any value to your video at all.
And what about the creature the master and I created? Where is Nomu?
Well, he blasted off to another dimension.
We didn't have
I'm guessing that happened in the show. Thank you for telling us what just happened. That's not transformative, dummy. Oh my god.
I mean, you can either tell people aren't watching her videos for her interesting personality that she portrays in her very good commentary, because she is totally using the anime she's reacting to in good faith to comply with fair dealing. Which is fair use just in Britain, because she lives in Scotland or something. If people really watched her videos for her great personality, then how come her gaming channel and singing channel has such low sub count compared to her reaction channel? I think she's aware that people doesn't watch her channel for her great personality, considering she uploads gaming videos on her main channel from time to time as well. Although Suzy Lu's reactions has improved, I guess, since April, which was when many people started criticizing her, it still doesn't add anything to the video she's reacting to. She only has more reactions, but her reactions aren't any better. and still consists of repeating what just happened.
You can't even do taijutsu.
And what are you guys doing, huh? Sitting on a bench, laughing? You're not even training or anything.
Laughing.
How long would that take, do you think?
1,800.
And saying, "Wow! No!" Yeah, you get the points.
Oh! No, I can't believe this! No, don't! There's that much like misinformation, false rumors, hate videos, and things like that.
And that obviously doesn't satisfy fair dealing unless you'd call turning down the opacity of the copyrighted material to prevent the content ID from flagging your reaction as a normal anime episode. And it surprises me how the fuck YouTube could look at her channel and think, yes, that's exactly what, oh fun, that's exactly what we need for our new YouTube Rewind. Twitter, I guess, is the platform where she reveals her true self. A selfish crybaby. On Twitter, she constantly talks about harassment that she receives. But what harassment is she constantly whining about on Twitter? Now, many of you has probably already heard the story 1,000 times before if you've watched any other videos on Suzy Lu, but it all started on March 12th, 2019. The YouTube channel Mark After Dark made a video on The Last Guardian VR and started the video off by showing a clip from Suzy's video when she played The Last Guardian VR and ended up crying? Suzy saw this and thought that a 20-second clip of her crying infringes her copyright. She therefore fucking striked the video, and obviously the strike was met with a lot of backlash. Suzy then did what she usually does whenever she fucks up. She acted cocky on Twitter and tried to justify the strike.
For the past few weeks, I've been getting constant abuse from certain folk on Twitter. Aww, poor Suzy. Aww. It turns out he stole footage from my channel. I had the content removed as he did not ask my permission to use it. Typical Suzy playing the victim card yet again. But what do you mean you're not gonna waste time responding to the hate? Didn't you make a video called Addressing the Hate? Wow, you're just full of contradictions, aren't you, Suzy?
Now this wouldn't be the first time our friend would say something on Twitter that completely contradicts the things that she says in her Addressing the Hate / What the F Happened video.
So I sent the video to YouTube, asked them about fair use, and YouTube took it down.
This is a live stream. This is a YouTuber doing that live stream. Now, do you see this YouTuber in this video? Or is this stream just pure theft of BBC content?
Fair use is such a gray area. That's the thing. Like, fair use will only ever really be decided by a judge in court.
I'm not going to waste time responding to the hate or people using my name for quick views. I don't care what the haters say, then why are you talking about it? I've worked in many online sectors and you learn not to care. You learn not to care? Really? Is that why you flagged Mark's video? Is that why you flagged my videos? Is that why you made a video called Addressing the Hate? Because you learned not to care.
In her first video, addressing criticism or hate as she likes to call it, she mentions how the copyright dispute between her and Mark is in YouTube's hands.
And that. So I hope that you guys can now get a better picture of what actually happened in this situation, and hopefully YouTube can just deal with it accordingly.
Which is fucking illegal, because in 2007, YouTube was sued by Viacom for copyright infringement. YouTube's defense was that they were protected by safe harbor, meaning that they don't have control over what videos on their website includes copyrighted material and what doesn't. Therefore, they aren't held liable for the copyright disputes and copyright infringements happening on their website, and therefore cannot intervene in any copyright disputes on the website. But Suzy just admitted that YouTube did intervene in her and Mark's copyright dispute. Now, why is YouTube doing this? Because they're fucking simping for Suzy Lu. What else do you think? So after that, half a year passed, and it was December. like it's now when I'm recording this, TV Tokyo decided to give Suzy a little late Christmas gift. Suzy received some lovely copyright strikes which resulted in her channel being terminated for just a few fucking days. Because get this, all Suzy had to do was to call her partner manager that she for some reason has, and waited a few days before her channel was reinstated.
And I went to check it and it was like account suspended. And I was so drunk and I was just like, what? I was like, I don't have enough strikes on my channel for that to be a thing. I must be drunk. And then by the time I woke up the next day, I was like, are you joking? Okay. I basically phoned up my YouTube partner manager and I was like, what the heck's going on? And I felt so bad because my partner manager and then all the people that work with him they're supposed to be on holiday until next week. So they went straight back into office and they found out what happened.
Which, keep in mind, there was no lawsuit between TV Tokyo and Suzy Lu. Therefore, YouTube cannot legally intervene in the disputes. But according to Suzy, that's exactly what happened. When she received the strikes from TV Tokyo, she made a post on her Patreon saying, I will no doubt delete all of my Naruto videos as I can't trust I won't keep getting caught in this bot. And TV Tokyo is refusing to issue a comment. Which, looking at her videos from around a year ago, pretty much all of her reaction videos, except Sword Art Online reactions, are gone. So I guess her and TV Tokyo maybe have made some agreement that if she deletes her reactions, then TV Tokyo appeals the strikes or something. Now, if that was the case, why the fuck did she begin reacting to Naruto again? The community was obviously pissed at YouTube for how Suzy can easily get her channel reinstated after she broke the fucking law, while other creators struggle to get in contact with YouTube in the first place. Now, around half a year later, Suzy was on a striking spree and struck down Tipster News and John Swan. And Suzy also struck a video that John Swan uploaded on his second channel. John tried to measure Suzy Lu's forehead, which was an idea inspired by Meme Insider. His video was striked for bullying and harassment, even though, like John says in a different video, that the video that was striked should go under the exception scripted performances. John mentioned how the strike he received was unfair in his Suzy Lu, the most problematic YouTuber you've never heard of video. But surprisingly enough, Suzy Lu strike that video too for the exact same fucking reason. The only thing that a Suzy Lu simp can interpret as harassment in that video is John calling Steejo a cuck once or twice in a 30-minute long video, or him saying the word forehead in the intro once. Not even saying the joke, he's just saying behind that forehead. I guess that's fucking harassment, so he had to censor the word forehead. And he said that once in a 30-minute long video. How the fuck does that make sense? I don't know. No one knows. But like I mentioned in my previous shit videos on Suzy, how can age 3 say this about Trisha and Tana?
The one on the left is on the beach, the one on the right just washed up on the beach. From beauty queen to WWF wrestler in 2 seconds. Oh damn, Tana's looking pretty good these days. Oh. Oh, I can't believe it's the same day. She looks like a Twinkie.
But John can't mention a single characteristic on a human face? I mean, if H3 can say all this about Hannah and Trisha, then I mean, it shouldn't be a problem that my friends can review Suzy Lu, I guess.
Welcome to review. Look at her. The amount of makeup. Know your me is meme. Forehead the size of a continent. The pose. Oh. Look at her. That's an unedited photo. This is an unedited photo. You see? Look at the Batman.
Hello guys, my name is Alex, commonly known as the Forehead Legend. The reason why is, being that I reviewed different foreheads and I always get the most accurate rankings in the world. Today,
I have been tasked with reviewing Suzy Lu's forehead. Now, we will not be measuring it, as many people would think, because there's a lot of videos about that, and to be honest, it's just a conspiracy theory. Many people say, you know, it's just 3 inches, while if you ask me, it's a lot more. Now, looking at her forehead from this photo, it's pretty white. She's pretty white. She's the definition of white. The thing with the whiteness is that it just obstructs the shape of her forehead. Now, not only does it, you know, obstruct, you know, the view of her forehead, because you can only focus on the fucking light exploding in your eyes, reflecting off her surface, so, you know, surface of her forehead. Her eyebrows aren't really, you know, mixing with her forehead. Neither is her nose. Her nose is just simply a part of her forehead just fucking dripping down. You know, I usually rank foreheads at pretty high ranking, but this time I will not actually rank it at that high, as her personality is pretty bad, and, you know, she's just annoying. Her voice is annoying, and, you know, the reason her forehead is that big is not because she's born with that. Well, she is born with that, but it just grew over the years because all the retardism, all the stupidity she has done and said, it's just, you know, it just memorized in her head, just to use it to, you know, victimize herself in the future, and therefore I wouldn't rank it as a, you know, normal forehead. And yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching my clip. Now let's get on with the rest of the video.
By the way, I'd just like to mention that this video by Traxi, he actually uploaded that to his own channel. He got some comments from some Suzy Lu fans, and these comments pretty much just proves how ignorant Suzy Lu's fans are towards this whole drama.
Because you harass Suzy Lu and spread hate towards her. Also, you're insulting her. I'm making fun of her forehead, so I mean, fair enough. And I answered, okay, and I know Suzy Lu gets better treatment by YouTube than anyone else, but this video isn't near anything else. Which was why my way of saying that, you know I made a video criticizing her forehead, which isn't, to be honest, big, and there are a lot of different YouTube creators out there that make worse videos, you know, and I'm not going to say any names because I know you don't give a fuck, neither do I, but, you know, but my video was, to be honest, pretty harmless compared to all the other videos. To which she replied, nope, she's not. We all get treated equally by YouTube. Like I said, I also got a copyright claim from YouTube. He never said anything about that. Then he goes on to talk about his football video taken down for copyright claims.
I just find it really weird how they can see this many videos criticizing an individual and not question what she's doing. This man claims that Suzy is being treated equal to any other creator on the platform, when we know that isn't the fucking case, and if you continue watching, you'll know why.
With John Slime actually making those annoying videos on Suzy Lu, actually, he started attacking Suzy Lu.
Yeah, he made
good videos.
He actually made 3 videos. One of them was measuring her forehead, which he agrees is harassment, but then the other video where he was just talking about the strike that he received and about Suzy Lu in general and her content and how she approaches criticism is not hate at all, but still got taken down for bullying and harassment. And the appeal was rejected.
Well, that's because there was something which YouTube didn't like.
Like what?
I think there was some insults in that video.
There were 3 insults. He calls Dijo a cuck 2 times, and then he just said in the intro, but behind that forehead, to like talk about inside her head.
Well, I think because of the word cunt, that word with that video was actually taken down because it's rude word, the word cunt.
But
actually,
3 bad words.
But YouTube has said that, yeah, in a 30-minute long video, YouTube has said themselves in their policies that if the intent of the video is to make fun of that person or is to harass, then it should be taken down. But if the intent is just to criticize, then it should be stays up. It shouldn't be taken down because it's just criticism. They allow maybe a few jokes, but if John's intent with the video was to criticize her, not to harass her, and yet it was taken down.
Well, there was something which...
There were 3 words. 3 words. One of them is just a facial characteristic. It's not even offensive.
One was kunt, one was special characteristic, like big forehead. Maybe Suzy Lu didn't like that.
He didn't say big forehead, he just said behind that forehead to talk about how it's inside her brain, and that's when he called her a hypocrite, which is more a thing to criticize her and saying that, you know, she criticizes other people for doing something and then does the same thing herself. That's being a hypocrite. He just said behind that forehead in the intro and then called Steve a cook 2 times in a 30-minute long video where the intent was clearly to criticize them. The video wasn't, wait, hold on, let me find it. Yeah, content uploaded with the intent to shame, deceive, or insult a minor. For instance, that goes under harassment and cyberbullying, but his video's intent wasn't to harass Suzy Lu, it was to criticize her. Also, during when she's playing the victim, she's also making contradicting points and hypocritical points in her response videos.
We are not perfect, you know? You can't expect anyone to be perfect.
But that's not an excuse for breaking the law. Just saying humans aren't perfect doesn't excuse you from breaking the law. If I steal something from your house, then I wouldn't be innocent if I just say, oh, but humans make mistakes. If I am in court, that wouldn't make me innocent. I would still get punished for it because it's breaking the law.
People make mistakes and even...
John also showed that Suzy Lu uploads her reactions unedited on her Patreon. $5 a month and you get anime daily from a non-licensed content provider. And if that wasn't enough, around the time Suzy struck tipsters in John's videos, she tweeted things like, "It's funny how people bully others for months, then play the victim when karma comes back around," which is pretty fucking ironic coming from you, Suzy. Sending your 5-year-old fans to dislike and hate on my appearance won't change a thing. Apparently it does, because you strike the videos for bullying and harassment for mentioning a characteristic on your face. If you are a creator, no matter the size, and have been targeted by hate channels on YouTube, send me an email without mentioning fucking email. We are making changes and any information you can share will help make YouTube a better place for creators. At Team YouTube. In the past, since March, I've submitted 0 copyright strikes, 0 copyright claims, and 0 community guideline strikes. If YouTube is taking down your content for community guideline violations, then maybe blame your own content, not me. If and when more content comes down, take it as a learning experience, and take accountability. Don't blame others for your own mistakes, and take a close look at what content you're producing and why YouTube deems it as unacceptable. Kinda ironic comment from you, especially the one take accountability. I mean, did you take accountability when you were striked by TV Tokyo? No, you just blamed TV Tokyo for not issuing a comment. You didn't really take any fucking accountability. And you definitely didn't take it as a learning experience because you're still continuing making the same anime reaction videos till this day. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many videos get flagged. It's up to YouTube to take a final decision on whether it comes down or not. If it was up to false flaggers, my entire channel would have already come down. Take accountability for your own content. End off. Sadly, everyone who would respond to these tweets instantly would be blocked, like a special individual who is talking right now. Can you all just do me a favor? Remember these tweets, because I find it very ironic how she tweets this, only to proceed to respond to the hate, where all she does is playing the victim. After John's re-upload of the video that was taken down on Suzy Lu blew up, many commentary channels started making videos on her. People like Repsion, Tipster, AugiRFC, me, and even Chosen Reborn. Oh, he deleted them. Wow, I wonder why he deleted them. The news of Suzy Lu's hypocrisy and contradicting statements skyrocketed within the commentary community, and all that was needed was a response from Suzy Lu herself. So she did. And trust me, it is absolutely terrible.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I bet you guys were expecting the typical We need to talk, guys. We need to talk. Not really into that.
This is just completely bullshit. You like to talk about this drama when you can use it to your advantage to victimize yourself, like you're doing in this very video.
People were looking at me and they were like, it was you! You did all this! You did all this! And it's like, there's a lot more behind the scenes than you guys probably don't realize, and the reason I wasn't going to say anything is because at the end of the day, the people admitted that they knew that their videos were a little bit on the sketchy side.
Will I say that maybe it was too far to go for the forehead jokes? Probably. I mean, I like those jokes, so I don't regret making them, but...
Oh, would you look at that? Suzy is showing evidence. This better not be taken out of context.
I don't care if that was taken down. I don't care if that was taken down.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, definitely not taken out of context at all.
She is using my 3-minute section that I uploaded to the second channel as the argument about the main channel. That never happened. I don't care about that second channel video that much. I don't agree that it should have been taken down, but can I see why it could have been taken down? Yeah, sure, maybe it walked a line, okay? I don't think it should have been taken down, beside the point. I don't really care if that video was taken down, it was on the second channel, whatever, it's one warning, I don't really care. But the main channel video, where there were no jabs at the first autocomplete when you search Suzy Lu, there was no issues with it. That's the video that everyone's riling up a big fuss over. That's the tweet that has over 7,000 likes talking about the video getting removed. That is the problem here.
Do we tell jokes and stuff like that on the podcast? Yeah, we go hard, and we covered the Anissa situation, and we made a little bit of fun at, you know, her OnlyFans pictures and stuff like that. But having said that, we were actually in support of Anissa having an OnlyFans, and we were in support of iDubbbz being okay with it. So they like to use that clip against me as if it's like some horrible thing. Did we tell some jokes? Absolutely. We absolutely did. But we were actually in support of Anissa.
I started doing reactions to anime style content, and then boom, it all kind of blew up again. People were unhappy with the style of content I was doing, which in my opinion, okay, like that's fine. It's none of your business, like the kind of content that I put out, but that's up to you. There's plenty of content that I will look at on YouTube and be like, don't really like that, but all right, fair enough. But I don't go out of my way again to be like, oh, this is an outrage. I can't believe what they are doing.
You're lying again, because if you find content that you don't like, you tweet about it or you strike it down.
A creator who, I'm not going to name who they are, basically they were getting harassed by Tipster off YouTube. It was happening on Twitter, and they threatened her, and it really, really upset her, and she complained to YouTube.
Now, I don't know if this is true or not, because there's no fucking proof.
But this person was like relentless, like they were obsessed. It was kind of strange. Like no matter what I would do, whether it was like making my own website.
He's just reporting news. I don't know if you know what it is. I mean, you should know considering you like to steal their content, but he is just reporting news. He's just informing people what's going on YouTube.
Like this person recently even tried to become a Patreon of mine to subtly try and get information on what I was up to in regards to my website and things like that. So my PR had to shut that down.
Yes, because he's a news channel. He is doing an investigation. And if you are as innocent as you claim to be, there shouldn't be any problem with you letting him be a Patreon. It shouldn't be necessary for you to shut it down. Because, I mean, you're so innocent, so there shouldn't be any problem with him doing an investigation on you.
But when the videos came down from his channel, I had no idea that they were coming down.
I mean, if you really didn't know that the videos were taken down, then why did he tweet out shit like this around the same time that Tipster's videos and John Swan's video were taken down?
You know, there was a lot of personal insults, like people have an obsession with my forehead size. Like, I get it, Tipster and John Swan, because that is the two channels where videos were taken down by YouTube.
But if YouTube took it down, why did they have to review the video all over again when John Swan tried to appeal it? And YouTube also said that the video had been flagged many times before it was taken down. And wouldn't you know it, there's rumors about Suzy using her Discord server to mass flag videos critical of her.
And let me tell you guys this, to all the people that are like, you have the power to take down all these videos. If I had the power to take down all of these videos, do you think that my search on YouTube would be filled with so much lies, toxicity, people morphing my face.
But if you didn't have the power, why are so many videos being critical of you getting taken down for bullying and harassment, and why are so many channels talking about you losing their monetization, their channel monetization for bullying and harassment?
Because I'm not hiding when I say to you guys, I don't like it. Of course I don't like it. So fine, blame me for everything, even though you have zero proof of anything that people are accusing me of doing.
I mean, we have your flag history proving that you flag videos that are critical of you. We have the DMCA takedown sent by TV Tokyo to your website. We have tweets that contradicts what you say in this video.
Remember when she said Tipster was being investigated by YouTube for making quote-unquote hate videos? Well, what do you know, she lied about that too, and we've got proof.
Well, Suzy, I find it ironic how you say we don't have proof when... Where the fuck is the proof to any of the things that you've been saying? The only proof you've shown so far has been taken out of context.
In regards to the other channel in question, sorry, I forgot his name, John Swan. So it came to my attention and they put up a video where the entire video was basically just talking about the size of my forehead, going on about my features. He also came out and said, okay, that was risky. Shouldn't have done that. And it's like, you guys, both of you, have literally admitted numerous times that you know you were in the wrong.
Fuck's sake, she's lying again. Holy shit. He said, with the second channel video, measuring your forehead, he said he could understand why it was taken down, but he still disagrees with it. But with the main channel video that lasted half an hour long, where he even talked about why he disagrees with the second channel video being taken down, literally everyone except you, YouTube, and Stejo agrees that the video shouldn't be taken down and should stay up. I've honestly got enough of this video. I'm getting a fucking headache of this stupidity. But do you guys see what I mean? She's changing the narrative to victimize herself. She's lying about how John's video was just talking about her forehead, just to say that, oh no, she's being harassed by so many people. She doesn't directly respond to any video at all. She just briefly talks about everything, which gives her a lot more power and a lot more freedom to change the narrative to victimize herself. Just to sum up this response, it is fucking horrible, and yet again, Suzy plays the victim. She is deflecting criticism by calling it hate or harassment, takes things out of context to make the people harassing her look like hypocrites, and blaming everything on YouTube and acts like she had no clue these videos were taken down. Suzy has also done a lot of other things around this time. She got her Patreon taken down. She called Tipster fat, but Tipster didn't really care about it.
Very odd that you would make fun of my weight, but you don't like people making fun of you. I don't know. I didn't get offended by this. I actually, to some extent, actually found it kind of funny. Because you see, I have a backbone.
She clickbaited suicide, and people were contacting Viz Media, who said they were going to contact their legal team. She also sent privacy complaints to Nicholas Diorio and John Swan, and probably much more than that happened that I forgot to mention. And after maybe a month or two, the drama died down because big boy, hypocritical and very desperate Ethan Klein exposed Keemstar, which I've made a video on it, which, just quick side note, I really fucking regret that I didn't criticize Ethan more in that video. And after that, the drama died down and we didn't really hear anything from Suzy. Until... So Suzy's very epic comeback consists of a Twitter thread where she compares people criticizing her to racism, like holy a thread. If you're going to scream and shout at YouTube for allowing people of color to be harassed on this site, you better be prepared to stand up for the rest of us who has experienced this too. I'm beyond hurt to see people now only speak up against harassment on YouTube because it happened to someone of color. Where was this energy for people like me who experienced it for 6 months straight earlier this year? This is a huge problem, and I'm very mixed to see YouTube and other creators only to step in and help now when creators like myself, Gabby, Hannah, Alinity, and Pokemon have been subject to this abuse for years. This isn't new, and we all have tried to make a change for everyone to no avail. I hope a change is made to keep creators safer on these platforms. I'm just disappointed to see people only take a stand now because it's happening to someone of color. Okay, where the fuck do I even begin? She plays the goddamn victim card and doesn't take accountability. Like she said that other people should do, but she just can't do it herself. She acts like people criticizing her for breaking the law to people being treated unfair due to their nationality or religion. How can you compare those two things? Those are very different things, Suzy. And she victimizes Alinity somehow. You know that streamer who abused her cat?
Milo!
Apparently, Gabby Hanna is also a victim for accusing YouTube of shadow banning her. And Leafy making a few videos with Pokemon in the title where he just talks about the stock market is also very similar to racism. Suzy is the most privileged YouTuber on the site. She can break the law without any consequences for some reason. She can now censor people who was criticizing her and mentioning a facial characteristic. She also has direct contact with YouTube. She was even in YouTube Rewind 2019. You can even re-upload videos that have been hard blocked. Just add some Suzy Lu reaction footage and you're good to go. But it confuses me that she has so much power on this website, but yet whenever she sees the opportunity to, she plays the victim. So, to conclude this video, I want to present you the Suzy Lu cycle. Do something stupid, play the victim, stay quiet about the drama, bring up the drama a month later. As you probably could tell, this has already happened on multiple occasions. Suzy did something stupid by striking Mark, then she tried to justify it by saying it wasn't fair use, which is hypocritical for her to say because she makes reaction videos that clearly doesn't satisfy fair dealing. And then she acted like nothing happened. And then brought up the drama again 1 year later, which she was criticized for. So therefore she went on a striking spree, which is another stupid thing that she did. Played the victim card and makes contradicting statements. Then stayed quiet about it to only bring up the harassment once again 6 months later. And when she brought up the harassment that she experienced, she promoted zombie kills, which is another stupid thing that she has done, because zombie kills is someone who almost harasses corporations to get free stuff.
She goes on to say that Sony, Microsoft are racist because they don't give enough people of color consoles to review. And then a channel that I do follow quite a lot is Griffin Gaming. He did a video on her. He was probably the first one doing a video on her, calling her out. And, well, the video got flagged. Gamer streamer Zombie Kills called Sony and Xbox racist to pressure them into giving her free consoles. With only 460 free subscribers, she got free consoles. Hi, at PlayStation, we noted a lack of representation of women of color, in specific black women reviewing your consoles. I'd like to volunteer myself if you need help finding people to do so. I've written review articles for Tom's Hardware and would love a chance to do so. Thank you. Give me free shit.
Which is kind of hypocritical for her to do. She makes a Twitch chain about harassments and then promotes someone basically harassing corporations. So if there's one thing that should be really clear after you watch this video, Suzy Lu is not a victim. She is the attacker. If I steal something from your house, then I wouldn't be innocent if I just say, oh, but humans make mistakes. If I end in court, that wouldn't make me innocent. I would still get punished for it because it's breaking the law.
People make mistakes and even.
I see you just uploaded a video talking about the Suzy Lu drama where your opinion is completely different than what it was yesterday. What happened?
Because I just was thinking about what you said in our previous conversation, and I think you are correct.